what you will learn, why safety is important, your basic safety responsibilities, common workplace hazards, and accident reporting and prevention. Safety is everyone's job, and it also takes a team effort to ensure safety every day. This training covers general safety responsibilities and hazards. You will also be responsible for knowing and following specific department and task safety rules, depending on the job to which you are assigned. We do not want you to take any risk that could endanger you or others. If you have any questions about your safety or the safety of others, please ask your supervisor immediately. The number one rule in safety is, if it looks unsafe, it is unsafe. The number two safety rule is, don't do any job unless you are trained and authorized by this company for that specific task. Our company has developed some general safety rules for all employees. These rules are designed to help keep you and other employees safe and healthy on the job every day. While there may seem to be quite a few rules, you will see that they are based on a common sense approach to keeping you and others safe. Report all work injuries and illnesses immediately. Report all unsafe acts or unsafe conditions to your supervisor. Don't take any shortcuts. Use seat belts when on company business and in any vehicles. Firearms, weapons, or explosives are not permitted on company property. Use, possession, sale, or being under the influence of illegal drugs, misuse of prescription drugs, and/or alcohol is not permitted on company property or while on duty. Only authorized and trained employees may repair or adjust machinery and equipment. Only qualified and trained employees may work on or near exposed, energized electrical parts or electrical equipment. Only authorized and trained employees may enter a posted confined space. Only authorized and trained employees may dispense or use chemicals. Keep work areas clean and aisles clear. Do not block emergency equipment or exits. Wear and use the prescribed personal protective equipment. Smoking is permitted only in designated smoking areas. Failure to follow the above rules may cause serious injury and/or illness. Disciplinary action up to and including termination will be used to assure rule enforcement. Please use common sense and think before you act. If you are not sure how to complete a job or task safely or have any questions, ask your supervisor. No workplace is completely free of hazards. However, there are many things, including employee safety training, that the company does to eliminate or control hazards. Unsafe acts by employees are the major cause of accidents and injuries in the workplace. There is only one way to perform your job, and that's the safe way. You will notice numerous safety signs, tags, and labels throughout the company facility. These are provided to warn you of dangerous areas or provide additional safety instructions. Be sure you read, understand, and follow all safety signs, tags, and labels. There are three basic types of safety signs: danger, caution, and information signs. Danger signs are black, red, and white. They tell you that there is immediate danger and that special precautions are necessary. Caution signs are black and yellow. They warn you about potential hazards and caution against unsafe practices. Instruction signs are green and white. They provide general safety instructions about a specific activity or piece of equipment. Other signs in our facility are used to label the location of exits and emergency equipment, such as fire extinguishers. Safety tags and labels are placed on specific equipment. They provide additional information about the equipment or warn you not to operate the machinery. Safety labels are found on chemical containers. They provide hazard and safe use information. Of all workplace accidents, slips, trips, and falls are the most common. Here are some simple ways to prevent slips, trips, and falls. Watch where you're walking. Don't carry anything that obstructs your view. Look for hazards such as wet or slippery floors. Watch for a change in floor surface and elevations. Don't run at work. Use only authorized walkways or aisles. When you walk up or down stairs, always hold the handrail and wear low-heel shoes with non-slip soles. Safe use of chemicals is very important for your safety. Chemical safety depends on safe storage and use by you and other employees. Never use any chemical except for its authorized purpose, and only if you have been trained and are authorized to use it. You will find labels on containers that tell you the specific hazards of the chemicals inside. Labels also provide you information about the safe use, storage, and emergency procedures. Be sure you understand all the hazards and precautions before using any chemical. More information is provided about each chemical in your workplace in the MSDS, or Material Safety Data Sheetbook. Make sure you review the MSDS to become familiar with the safe use and handling of any chemical you use. When not being used, all chemicals must be stored in their proper location. These storage areas have been specifically designed to prevent fires, explosion, or mixing of chemicals. Tools help us do many jobs easier. They may be hand tools, electric tools, or air-driven tools. No matter what tools you may use, there are possible hazards with each type. To protect your eyes, always wear safety glasses or face shields when using any tool. Hand tools can create cuts or bruises if not handled properly. Never reach blindly for a tool. There may be other sharp objects nearby. Electrical tools present possible shock hazards if the tool or cord is damaged. Always inspect tools before using and be sure to unplug the cord when changing tool blades and bits or making any adjustments. Never carry a tool by its cord, attachments, or with your finger on the actuating trigger. Pneumatic or air-driven tools must also be disconnected before changing parts or making adjustments. Use only proper hose connectors for air tools. Hose clamps are not acceptable for connecting hoses to tools. Keep your hands away from the working end of all tools. To prevent unexpected movement, use clamps or other means to hold small or light materials that are being cut or shaped. Be sure to use tools only for their specific purpose, and never use a damaged tool. A ladder should only be used after you have received proper training. A fall from as little as 4 feet can cause serious injury or even death. Always use the right ladder for the job and inspect it for damage or worn steps or rungs. Fully open step ladders and ensure any ladder is on a level and stable surface. If you have to use the top step, the ladder is too short. Get a taller ladder. Extension ladders must be secure at both the top and the bottom. Never use a broken or damaged ladder. Don't carry bulky or heavy objects up or down a ladder. You need your hands to grip the ladder to prevent falls. Never lean away from the ladder. This can cause you and the ladder to become unbalanced, creating a fall hazard. Confined spaces are dangerous places. Only specially trained employees are allowed to enter and only under controlled procedures. All confined spaces are marked by danger signs to alert you not to enter. Hazards of confined spaces can include asphyxiation or lack of oxygen, hazardous chemicals, electric shock, engulfment, entrapment, machine hazards, and fall hazards. Electricity is used throughout our facility. It provides energy for lights and power to run equipment. The electrical systems have been designed to rigid safety standards. However, damage or unauthorized actions can create electrical shock hazards. A voltage as low as a 30-volt circuit can carry enough electric current to seriously injure or kill you. Only authorized employees are permitted to repair electrical equipment and tools. Inspect all electrical equipment before each use. Never touch any exposed electrical wires. Make sure you immediately report any suspected electrical hazard to your supervisor. All equipment and machinery are designed for safety, and each has a specific safe operating procedure that must be followed. Operate only the equipment that you have been trained to use. Keep your hands and clothing away from both the inside of machinery and away from all operating areas. Know the location and function of all normal and emergency controls. Keep long hair pulled back to prevent it from becoming entangled in machinery. Never climb over or under equipment. Before starting any machinery, make sure everyone is standing safely away. Special procedures called lockout, tagout are used to protect employees who are authorized to adjust or repair equipment. These procedures protect them from the energy used to operate the machines. It involves locking out all energy-controlled devices such as electrical breakers and valves. For their protection, only the person who will be working on the equipment may lock out and tag the controls, and only that person is allowed to remove the locks and tags. Never touch or attempt to operate any equipment that is locked out. It could result in the death of a fellow worker. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, are items you wear to put a barrier between you and a hazard. This equipment includes hard hats, eye and face protection, hearing protection, respirators, and protection for your skin, hands, and feet. If your job requires you to wear any PPE, you will be provided specific training on the selection, use, limitations, care, and storage for each type of protection. Do not use any PPE that is damaged or worn out. Use only the PPE you have been issued. In the event of an emergency such as a fire, chemical spill, or medical emergency, supervisors have been trained to respond to ensure your safety. If the emergency requires evacuation, you should leave by the nearest exit and assemble in your designated area so we can ensure everyone has exited the building. Do not leave the assembly area without a supervisor's permission. In case of a fire, notify the nearest supervisor or use the notification procedures you will be taught for your work area. You should know at least 2 different safe routes to exit. Some areas may have emergency alarms. If you hear an emergency alarm, leave the building and go to your designated assembly area. Safety is part of everyone's job, and so is reporting of accidents, injuries, unsafe conditions, and unsafe acts. Your immediate reports help prevent accidents and allow quick correction of hazardous situations. The first person you should tell is your supervisor or any member of management. Safety and accident prevention is a team effort, and you are now part of that team of employees, supervisors, and managers. This safety orientation has provided you with a brief overview of the safety requirements at our facility. Your supervisor will provide you specific job safety training so you can safely perform all assigned tasks. If you ever have a concern for your safety or the safety of others, please tell your supervisor immediately.